Hi, this is Mike McCready at Music Xray, and this video is for musicians, songwriters, bands, and acts that want to understand a little more about how Music Xray works on the side of the industry professional, to see what's going on when the industry professional receives a song and how the industry finds the top songs and acts on the site. It's also for industry professionals that are new to the site and that want to understand a little more about some of our most advanced features. So I'll just jump right into it. Industry professionals, perhaps music supervisors that are representing themselves or Grammy-winning producers, open a profile on the site where they describe who they are, sort of like a LinkedIn profile. However, if it's a company, like a music label, then that's probably going to be a company logo, and that description is going to describe who the company is. Now, once the company has been verified by our team and their opportunities have been authenticated, then the industry professionals can open a Dropbox, or actually a series of Dropboxes, under their profile. A music label, for example, might have a Dropbox that is kind of a general description of what they're looking for. Maybe it will say, we're looking for the best new alternative rock bands out there. If you have what it takes and you think that your music is great, submit it to us. We'd love to hear it. A music supervisor might open a Dropbox that's a little more specific. They're looking for a song that sounds like something they've already heard before. Maybe they have a movie and they think that Satisfaction by Rolling Stones would be perfect, but they don't have that kind of budget. So they want something that sounds like Satisfaction by Rolling Stones. Or maybe they're looking for a song, a new hit song for an artist that's already signed to their roster. In which case, they can actually, when they have an idea of what they want and they know that it sounds like something that already exists, when they create that Dropbox, they can actually upload songs that sound and feel like what they're looking for into their account. So in this example, if what they're looking for sounds like Daniel Powter's Bad Day, then they can upload that into their account. We have a piece of software at this point that analyzes the acoustic properties of what the industry professional uploaded and then alerts every musician in our system that has a similar sounding song in their account. And that's why it's important for musicians to actually upload their entire catalog into their Music Xray account, because you never know when it's going to be matched to something that an industry professional is seeking, and you as a musician will get an alert that the industry is looking for that. Artists who don't have similar songs in their account are not alerted, but those who do are then directed back to the Dropbox where that song was uploaded, and they can hear a 15-second clip of what the industry professional uploaded. They can also read the brief, and at that point make a decision about whether or not they should submit their song to have it considered for that opportunity. When they make the submission, that's when we charge the artist to make that submission. That's where the payment occurs. Now, the question always comes up, why are our song owners charged a variable price? Why aren't all the prices the same on Music Xray? Or why are they charged at all? And that's simply our first level of filtering, actually. The industry professionals are required by us to attend to and reply to every submission they receive. If they don't, we remove their account from the site, and that blocks their access to our tools. So this submission fee actually acts as a throttle so that the industry professionals can speed up and slow down the submissions so that they can attend to them and ensure that everybody's getting a reply. Our system is completely open. Anyone can make a submission to any industry professional on the platform, and they're guaranteed a listen and a response. So where does this money go? How is it used? Well, different companies use it in different ways. Some of the smaller companies compensate their A&R staff for some overtime or some weekend time so that they're able to attend to those submissions. Some of them actually direct their portion of the fees off to various charities. We make that available to happen automatically on the site. When they create the Dropbox, they can determine which portion of their fee they want to go to support which charity. We have 12 to 15 charities on the site right now, everyone from American Red Cross, UNICEF, Music Cares, Save the Children Fund. So a lot of the companies will simply write in their Dropbox that the submission fees to this Dropbox are going to support charity XYZ. Some of them don't do it and are just doing it quietly, and it depends on the company and the company's policies. So this is what a dashboard looks like when an industry professional receives a song. It appears there in the middle of their dashboard and they begin listening to it. and they have a choice. They can either select the song, they can place it on hold, or they can reject the song. Now, when they select the song, it opens a conversation between the submitter and the industry professional. And the way conversations on Music X-Ray work is the industry professional can send a message to the submitter, and the submitter can reply. But then the submitter can't yet send another message until the industry professional has responded to them, to the message they received from the submitter. The reason we do it this way is, now remember, we have to keep this platform working and engaged and engaging for both constituencies, the industry professionals and the artists. And we have tools on the site that ensure everyone is on their best behavior. And sometimes some younger, overeager artists can spoil it for the rest of the musicians that perhaps have been around a little bit longer and are further along in their career. So we really try to make it so that the industry professionals aren't exposing themselves to being hounded and pursued by overeager musicians that may have received a message from an industry professional, but the industry professional's not ready to go full bore forward with the musician yet, or might need some more time to reply and doesn't want to receive a message from the musician every few hours or every day, which happened in the past, and it caused a lot of problems. So that's what happens when a song is selected. A song is placed on hold. What happens is the industry professional is reminded every 10 days that they have a song on hold and that the submitter probably wants to hear back. And we also remind the musician that we've reminded the industry professional. So everyone knows that everyone has been alerted. There is no time limit on how long a song can be on hold. Sometimes movie projects, for example, can take over a year to mature. So there's no limit on how long a song can be on hold, but a song on hold does not restrict the artist from continuing to shop that song or to do any other things with those songs. The hold is really just a placeholder that reminds the industry professional where they have that song bookmarked, and that lets the artist know that there is some initial interest. When regardless of what the industry professional chooses to do with the song, there are smart folders over here on the left that help the industry professional keep them organized. So all the songs they rejected go into a certain folder, all the songs that were selected and on hold go into other folders. They can easily keep track of the songs. The songs are always associated with the submitter, so if they've changed their mind or they need to get back and communicate with the artist behind a song that they heard, they can very easily do that. When they reject a song, we then show them this screen, which might be a little small and harder for you to see, but the space here at the top is where the industry professional can write a reason or a response or a message to the artist explaining why their song didn't make the cut. Or they can simply select a reason from below, and these are a list of standard reasons why the industry typically rejects songs. Now, on the artist side, it's completely understandable that it would be more useful to receive some constructive feedback, or how you could have improved the song, or what you could have done a little bit better to improve your chances of the song being selected. But you have to keep in mind that most of these industry professionals are not in the business of providing constructive feedback to artists. They're in the business of finding the music they need for their opportunities, and once they found it, they need to move on and go do business with that music. There are professionals on the site that do provide professional song critiques or reviews, and you just have to go to the opportunities section of the site, find the industry professionals that are providing professional song critiques and more in-depth reviews, and you can submit your song to them, and that with the guarantee that they're going to get back to you with a little more something in depth. They're there to do that, and that's what they're offering. And some of the industry professionals that are searching for music for opportunities do provide more in-depth critiques, but it's just not something that is part of what they're here to do on the site for the most part. So after they've selected the song or placed it on hold or rejected it, no matter what they do, the next thing we ask them to do is to rate the song. We ask them to give it 1 to 5 stars on composition, production, arrangement, performance, and hit potential. We ask them to do this honestly and to not sugarcoat their answers. And the way that we ensure this is we don't show industry professionals' individual rating to the artist. only when that song has received 2 or more ratings from 2 or more industry professionals, and we can average those ratings together and then show them to the artist. That's what we do to protect an industry professional from being put on the spot, but also so that they know that they can be honest in their answers without identifying themselves as the bad guy who gave this artist a low rating, for example. What we think is really useful about this site is the fact that we're able to give real, sincere, honest feedback and not have it sugar-coated. So that's why that feature exists. This is really a good place for me to jump over to the live site, because after the industry professional has listened to the submissions that they received on a particular day, they can then jump into the section of the site called Needle Stack Music Search. This is the part of the site where the industry professionals can literally go in every day and scrape the cream off the top, find the top songs on the site. And this is the way this works. They can go down here to the filters. You see a bunch of songs lining up here along the side. And they can say, look, show me all the easy listening tracks, for example, that in the past month have been heard by at least 5 industry professionals, and where there's a consensus that they're good, that they're getting at least 4 out of 5 stars on average across the board on all of these criteria. And you see that over here on the right, it's just populating with the songs that match that criteria. The industry professional can then go through these songs, listen to each one of them. When they hear something that they really like, they just click the button to contact the owner of that track, and they can begin the conversation that works exactly as I was mentioning before, where the industry professional can send a message to the artist can reply, then the industry professional can reply again. The industry professional can take the conversation offline anytime they want, and offer their email address or their phone number. We don't try to get in the middle of the deals. We don't try to take a cut from the artist or from the industry professional. We love to hear about the success stories, so we can post them on the site, but that's really all we do. There are some shortcuts here for the industry professional as well. The industry professional can say, show me what's trending in pop. And the search fields below instantly populate with all the pop songs that have been heard by at least 5 industry professionals in the past week that also match the criteria of at least an average of 4 out of 5 stars across the board. If they had logged in yesterday and they don't want to hear all the songs from the past week or the past month, they can say, you know what, just show me the songs from the past 24 hours that match that criteria. And I just want to hear what's brand new on the site. So they can do that. Obviously, they can further filter that by selecting a mood. They're looking for energetic pop songs, for example, or they can say energetic pop songs just by female vocalists. They can check that, or they can also select a BPM range that they might be looking for if they're looking for something more specific. Another thing they can do up here is they can simply type in something that they're looking for, like I'm looking for songs about dogs. So they can type in dogs and it will pull up all the songs that have the word dogs in their lyric or in the title. If they're looking for songs that sound like Coldplay, they can enter that and the search results down here will populate with songs by Coldplay. Or again, they can say, you know what, I have a specific song by Coldplay that I want to hear something similar. So they can upload, let's say, Paradise by Coldplay. That gets uploaded, done uploading, and then a few minutes later, the industry professional receives an email that says their acoustic search is ready. It pops over here, and it shows all the songs in our database that sound like Paradise by Coldplay. And then they can say, okay, well, how do I know these songs are good? Well, they can say, all right, just show me the songs that sound like Paradise that at least 5 other industry professionals have heard and think meet a certain criteria. So that's how that works. So this is, I think some of the more interesting things that they can do are, for example, companies that aren't so interested in high production value, because maybe it's okay for them to hear rough demos. They can essentially set the composition filter to, or I'm sorry, the production filter to 0, and the composition filter to high, and that would show them good songs that maybe don't have the most awesome production around them. So that's how that works. What I want to show you now, I want to pop over to an artist account and show you why it's important, or how the artist can improve their chances of being found. So this is an artist account, and so I'm going to take this track here, Leave Me Alone. I'm going to go to the Manage Tracks section, and when I get over here to this page, which is also the same page where diagnostics can be found, and I'm going to go down here to view the song, and I'm going to edit the song. Now this is important because this is where all of the search criteria for that song, except the acoustic analysis, which is done by computer, is found. You should set the genres that your song belongs to. You should enter a YouTube link, because we're trying to help you put your best foot forward here. You should put some text about the artist. You should put your lyrics in there. If your lyrics aren't in there, when the industry professional types a keyword of a song that they're looking for that is about dogs or about cats or about trucks, if your lyrics aren't in there, it's not going to be found. You can put some liner notes in there about why you recorded the song, where you recorded it. And down here, especially, you should enter your mood, whether it's a female or male vocalist, and what your BPM is. You can also put in there artists that this song sounds like. And all of those things help the industry find your song when they have an appropriate search going on. So I hope you found this helpful. This is music industry Music X-Ray behind the scenes, and we look forward to seeing you on the site. Thank you.